What's up, family? Lee Mac 912, it's your boy Lee Mac 912, and I'm back. I'm back once again, family. Once again, I am back. Lee Mac 912, what you doing? Well, I'm trying to sell my house. That's what I'm trying to do. I got all the paperwork done. I got most of the pictures done, but it's time to go now. So at some point, my grandfather used to tell me, he'd say, look here, boy. Sometimes you got to stop cutting bait and you got to fish. It's time to fish now. So that's a good thing. Unfortunately, the perfectionist that I am, I will continue to look and I will continue to find things. And just one more thing I want to fix. Just one more thing. Well, we ain't got time for one more thing. But what we do have time for is to celebrate. Hey, Steve, where the hell is the damn cigar at? Hold on. All right, here we go. All right, I am back. I got the cigar. Today we are smoking the Dunbarton Tobacco Trust, the Jubilee, the 10th Jubilee. 5 5/8. All right, now stop it. 5 5/8 by 48. I love this size. I mean, this is just, to me, come on, focused, man. A beautiful, beautiful size. Look at that band. Isn't that nice? Hey, Alexander Brandon, there's your density. So we're going to be celebrating today with Steve Saka and them. We're going to be enjoying ourselves. And we are testing out a new microphone. So we're going to see how the microphone does. I didn't finish showing you the cigar. Beautiful, nice, oily looking wrapper. Look at the head on this thing. It's got the little tiny, whatever the hell you want to call that. I don't know. But there it is. It is what it is. All right, family, y'all hang on. I'm getting ready to light this thing up because it's been a long day. My cigar smoking family, good morning. It is afternoon, but I'm saying morning because I'm playing with these damn mics and doing all this stuff. I'm ready to sit on back and light up my 10th anniversary from Dunbarton Tobacco Trust. Steve Nim, you know how we like to say. I got a smell of sweet, dusty, rich tobacco. How's that? That's what I got on my, wrapper. You know, when you learn a new equipment, you're paying more attention to the equipment than you are everything else. So if you see me like going off to the side somewhere, or looking at something else, you'll know what the hell I'm doing. I might as well use my Dunbarton Tobacco Trust cutter. And I got my Dunbarton hat and I'm smoking my Dunbarton cigar. I'm fully caping for the Dunbarton brand today. So I know what y'all gonna say, the Mac 912. That means you gonna say, no matter how bad this damn cigar is, you gonna say it's good. You gonna say it's good. I know what you're gonna do, Lee Mac. That's what you're gonna do, ain't you? You must be new around here. Oh, family, it's another great day. I am literally coming to the end of another great day. And I'm looking forward to be able to sit down, smoke my cigar, and just chill. Nice cold draw. I don't know what it tastes like. All right, so here we go, family. Let's find us a lighter. Hey, Brother Dexter, man, you doing all right? You doing all right, Brother Dexter? You doing better than this lighter. You doing better than this lighter, but it's all good, brother. You doing better than that one too, Dexter. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go. I ain't letting the button go. I done got it lit now. First light. Tobacco. Nicaraguan tobacco. Slight earthiness to it. Good smoke output. Smooth. The finish is like rich tobacco. There's a little bit of slight mineral in there. That retro is so smooth. After the retro, there's some like chocolate on the finish. Not a whole lot of pepper though. Just a little titch of pepper. Titch o' pepper. All right, family. I'm gonna adjust my camera and I'll be right back. All right, family. You heard me say mineral, right, on the finish. It is, and that's that mineral flavor that I tend not to like very much. But then you've also heard me say that I put out a cigar, another Great Day cigar. I put out several cigars that had Ometepe tobacco in it, which gives you that minerally Nicaraguan taste, which is something that I don't care for. I like it when the chef knows just about how much to put into it. Now, you could ruin any dish with too much salt or too much pepper. But if you put just the right amount of salt and pepper on it, it's beautiful. But too much, it's almost like you can't back it up. It's like putting too much salt in the soup. If it's too salty, it's just rough, man. But, you know, if you put a potato in there and boil it and then take the potato out, that'll suck up some of the salt in the soup. But anyway, it's a little trick my mama taught me. Very, very nice, family. Very, very nice. This cigar is, I was listening now, see what's going on inside the house. This cigar's got Ecuadorian wrapper, Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper. The binder is Mexican. The filler's got 4 different Nicaraguan tobaccos in it: Condega, S12, Jalapa, and Ometepe. So you get a little bit of the, I believe, the sweetness from the Jalapa, a little bit of mineral from that Ometepe, a little earthiness from the Mexican. I don't know what you get from the Condega and the S12, but, you know, again, there's just enough in there to make it all palatable, so. All right, family. I'm going to sit back and I'm going to load up my listing is what I'm going to do, because I got 2 days to get this into the multiple listing service. So I might as well try to do something while I'm sitting out here, occupying my time. I'll be back, family. All right, family, one of the things that we didn't talk about was the price. MSRP $19.75 a stick. This is a 5 5/8 by 48, so 5.5 inches. 5/8, yeah. It's a little over 5.5. Let me just take a look and see what I see these for sale. $19.99, so basically it's about a $20 stick, family. I believe these come in a box of 13. I believe they were, I don't know if they were limited edition or not. Yes, regular production. You said that this size, the 5 5/8 by 48 Parejo, was an ideal size vitola for this expression rather than a large figurado. This Liga simply sings in this unassuming format. This is from Half Wheel. Shout out to Charlie. He said, since I was in for a penny, I might as well be in for a pound. Opted to present it in an understated, albeit beautiful box with simple rings and a price, and price it true to its cost. So, which made it not our least expensive, but a far cry from some of our other existing cigars. It's a good cigar. Now, like I said, it's got just a little tinge of pepper in it, not a whole lot, strength. And this is where I say, sometimes I'll talk about Steve and I'll go, you know, some of my favorite blends of his are the ones that are kind of like anti-Saka. You know, I'll be like now leave me the hell alone. The Unstolen Valor wasn't blended by Steve. This one doesn't have a typical Saka Dunbarton strength profile. It doesn't have that like Mike Tyson punch you in the back of the side of the mouth type of profile. But I kind of dig it. It does have a little bit of like I said, it's gonna have a little bit of that mineral on the finish. Not too much. The other stuff that's there kind of covers it up and blends it well. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I'll be back. All right, family. We are still smoking the Dunbarton, the 10th Jubilee cigar. It's not gonna be one of my favorite Dunbarton cigars, and I'm gonna tell you why it's not gonna be one of my favorites. It's not gonna be a surprise to some of y'all that know me. Even though this has got some of that minerally ometepe in there, and even though it's not overwhelming, it's there. It is there enough that I taste it and I know it, and it ain't my favorite. But that don't mean it's a bad cigar. It's a good cigar. It's a very good cigar. I've been busy farting around, working on stuff, trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing, so I'm not really paying attention to the smoke. I don't mess around and let it go out, I know. Hey, Mac, you can't let the cigar go out. You can't relight the cigar. Why not? Why not? I was so busy, I didn't even get a drink, family. Hang on, let me find something. Let me find a glass. I had to dig in the back of my cabinet there. This one's got a little dust on it. The little Old Forester 1920 Prohibition style, 57.5% alcohol by volume. Shout out to my nephew, Ron Real. He's the one that said, Unc, if you're gonna drink some Old Forester, this is what you gotta do. You gotta drink that one. So, shout out to your nephew. I'm gonna put a little water in a minute. I really like to taste it straight first to see what it tastes like before you add a little water to it. The water opens it up some. Hold on, let me get some water. I'm going around here in the back to ye old water cabinet. And we'll throw a little bit of water in there. Shout out to my brother Ock. He the one that said, hey, you got to get a little cap full of water or so in there. Wake it up a little bit. Shout out to my brothers from Israel, my Israeli brothers. I hope I see y'all this year too at the trade show. And so we'll have a little bit of whiskey to open up the morning. Well, it's nighttime now, but. And the thing you want to make sure that you don't do is inhale while you are drinking, because those vapors will choke you up. It's a good cigar. It's a good cigar. You know how, well, you may not know, but when cigar manufacturers are trying to blend something, they'll, blend different ones or whatever, and different people will smoke it or whatever, and everybody has their favorite cigar blend. Like when Raul was blending the cigar, the Unstolen Valor, he came up with 4 blends, R, A, U, and L, Raul. And whichever one he liked as his favorite wasn't the same one that Steve liked as his favorite. Steve liked a different one than Raul did. So we all have our own individual tastes and our individual preferences. Nothing wrong with that. So we got to learn to just sit back and relax and enjoy yourself. Don't worry about what other people say. Now, do I worry about what other people say? Every once in a while I do, but not very often, but every once in a while I do. Most of the times I'm so busy, I ain't got time to worry about what you say. Yeah, man, you heard what so-and-so said? Nah, man, I ain't heard it. I don't really care that much, so we gonna keep it moving. All right, family, we'll be back. All right, family. Still smoking the 10th Jubilee by Dunbarton Tobacco Trust. It's a good cigar. For me, this cigar, the final third, probably is better than the first couple of thirds. I think the flavors kind of come together. That mineral kind of backs out of it. This is not going to be one that's like real heavy on the spice. It's just not there on the spice. My buddy Mark can tell me about certain types of tobaccos, and on that retrohale, I'm getting the taste of a certain tobacco, but I don't know what tobacco it is. Picks a little bit of spice, but that's it. This is, I'm gonna call it a medium strength cigar. Yeah, I don't even know if I think it's medium plus. I think it's full flavor. It's got a lot of flavor from the beginning all the way down to where we are now. And, she's smoking very well. Family, I say all the time that when I sit down and do a review, sometimes I'll tell stories, something will come to my mind, and it'll just go out on the video, and I say it's a message for somebody, but I don't even think about it, right? I had somebody tell my wife the other day, it was an uncle of hers, and he was having some struggles. He runs a business or whatever. He said, I'm thinking about shutting it down because I don't know if I can make it, yada, yada, yada. He said, then I was watching this guy on this video the other night, and he was saying, when you feel like quitting, just remember why you started, blah, blah, blah. And why was he talking to me right at that moment when I needed to hear that? This shit happens all the time. All the time. Somebody will come on a video and they'll comment on a video that will be back from my first season. And they'll say, man, I just found your channel and you was talking to me. That was exactly what I needed to hear today, that story. Now, if there's some stories that go along and you say that don't really apply to me, that doesn't apply to my life, then like my grandma said, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to somebody else, but it's cool. Sit back while somebody else is getting a piece of inspiration that can help them. So, you know, family, life is full of ups and downs. Life is full of challenges. And sometimes we have to be like a squirrel. What the hell you talking about, Lee Mack? I ain't no damn squirrel. Well. You watch the squirrels in the summertime. The acorns and the black walnuts will come out on the trees in my yard. And you'll see them running around and they digging and they burying stuff, right? They're burying nuts and doing all this shit all summer long. And this winter, we had a big snowstorm. We had about a foot of snow. It's big for us, right? And I watched as the squirrel went to a certain spot and he dug down into that hole. He was so far down into the hole, you couldn't even see his tail. Because remember I told you it was 12 inches deep. Dug down, got him a nut, came out. Went to another spot, dug down, got him a nut, and came out. So what's the point? You gotta live your life like maybe someday it's gonna be winter and it's gonna be a snowstorm and you're gonna need you a nut. So you're gonna have to prepare for tomorrow. But the other thing is you can't live every day like you're afraid of tomorrow. I always say live every day like it's gonna be your last. But prepare just in case you see tomorrow. There are some people who will spend every last dime that they have. They can't, I mean, that money is burning a hole in their pocket. They don't think about tomorrow. All they think about is today. And then when you see them tomorrow and they're broken, busted, and disgusted, then they want some help. It's like, damn, man, you didn't even try to help yourself when you had the opportunity to help yourself. Now you want somebody else to pull you out of your jam. Now, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen, right? All right, I'm going to do the Christian thing. I'm going to pull you out the jam. It'll be sometime later when that same person gonna run across you and say, yo, bro, I'm in a jam. Damn, you always in a jam. Sometimes you gotta learn other people's jams is not your problem. I'm kind of famous for saying, I used to tell my cousin Janelle, sometimes you gotta give people an answer that sounds like you said something, but you ain't said nothing. Yo, man, I would if I could, but I can't, so I won't. My grandmother, we'd be walking, and somebody would come by and say, hey, Miss Pryor, how you doing? Where you going? My grandmother would say, I'm going to see a man about a dog. And as a kid, I always wondered how come we never got to where the man was with the dogs. It was my grandmother's way of saying, I'm giving you an answer, but I ain't telling you what you want to know, so mind your damn business. My grandfather had dogs, so it made sense to me. I'm going to see a man about a dog. Oh, wow. Anyway, we're coming down to the end. I'm going to sip on this cigar a little bit more. I got some more 1920 in my glass. I'm going to sip on that till the end, and I'll give you my numbers on this. For the price, it's about an $18, $19 cigar. It's expensive. I'm going to give it a 3 1/4 because I think you got good quality tobacco in here. It's a good blend. It's not going to be the blend for everybody. If you're one of those people that like super strong, pepper blowing your mouth out and all that, this ain't gonna be the one for you. You'll smoke it and go, it's all right, you know. Ain't gonna be for you. If you like a flavorful cigar, it might be for you. Because like I said, there's some flavors in here that ain't on the top of my list. Construction, 5. Flavor, 3.6. Overall smoking experience, 3.6, which gives us a 3.8 out of 5 on the Lee Mac 912 scale. Family, when you wake up in the morning, you got to tell yourself, today is going to be another great day. Why? Because your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between the truth and a lie, so you might as well tell it a good damn lie. And go on and have yourself a good day. That's what I do, family. Problems? Oh, family, I got problems. You don't even want to hear about my problems. I'm not even going to start to list the problems that I have, but I got problems. And I got problems that I don't know how I'm going to solve. I'm going to solve them one way or another, or I won't. I don't know. But I'm not going to worry about it. My Navy captain used to say, man, here's another opportunity for us to excel. When you face a problem, that's another opportunity for you to excel. It's another opportunity for you to show yourself, the world, and everybody else that cares how great you really are, because you can figure out something. I used to have a time when, you know, my money was really funny. But like I said, being like that squirrel is saving for tomorrow. So when I would come home, I would dump the change out of my pocket into a little can. I got a bank, it's a can. And I know that when I got that can full and I took it down to the coin star, it was worth about $100. So when it got to the point where I didn't know how I was going to buy gas that next week, I could take my can down there and fill up. So you gotta save, and then you gotta spend. You can't save all your money, but you can't spend all your money either. Don't look for other people to get you out of jams. That's your responsibility. You're a grown man and a grown woman, or a grown woman. So it's up to you to figure it out. I got a family member right now that I'm telling you, go figure it out. You a grown ass man. Figure it out. That's cruel, Lee Mac. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Because there were many times where my father had told me to go figure it out. And I figured out a solution. It might not have been the solution that he would have had, but it was my solution and I figured it out. Sometimes you gotta be able to figure it out. All right, family, that's it. I'm out of here. See you next time. Peace.